Hello Chair, you're very welcome to the studio and thank you for joining us. So you became Chair of the Budgetary Oversight Committee at the height of the pandemic in September 2020. So what has it been like to preside over the committee at this time?
It's been challenging. As you said, the chair was announced in September and the budget was in October, so that wasn't your average budgetary oversight experience. And we kind of hustled to do some kind of oversight before the budget and certainly oversight after the budget. Obviously, spending during the COVID period has been really extraordinary, and that, overall has been a good thing. I think if you look at what this country has done, it has aimed to support businesses, support people, support families through, an unprecedented crisis.
So can you tell us about the work of the committee, the role of the committee in providing budgetary oversight and how you provide that function?
So Budgetary Oversight Committee is a relatively new committee. It was set up after a 2016 report from the OECD which said we really need one. Ireland has a very annualised budget strategy where, every year it's almost like a blank slate and you start from scratch, and that doesn't always make for good budget planning, and certainly that medium-term outlook, the 3 to 5 years, if you're looking at things like service provision and capacity within particular sectors, you need medium-term planning. And so that's the work of the Budgetary Oversight Committee.
So let's focus in on the work of the committee. In recent times, you've had both the Minister for Finance, Paschal Donohoe, and the Minister for Public Expenditure and Reform, Michael McGrath, before the committee. So what did you discuss in the lead up to the budget, and how important is it that they appear before the committee?
So we would have discussed a number of issues, and obviously we would have published an interim pre-budget report and a pre-budget report itself. Obviously we have approached it in terms of, trying to discuss some of the larger concerns of both the public and, the representatives at the committee. Things like housing, things like health, the climate crisis, and I would say general public expenditure.
So picking up on a number of points that you've made there about the work of the committee, you've also had the Central Bank before the committee and a number of advisory bodies. So how important are their contributions to the function of budgetary oversight?
I think it's really important to talk to the experts. I'm a great believer in experts, and if you talk to people from Central Bank, from IFAC, from the SRI, you get a chance to, again, flesh out some of the issues that are coming up and some of those themes that are filtering through. And I think it's also useful in terms of placing decisions on a landscape and within a context so that the committee can get a sense of what we should be doing going forward. So, for example, we recently had an opening statement from IFAC which characterised the proposed spending of the government as the limit of what is prudent. And I thought that was very well worded and very interesting. And I think that they contextualised that by talking about things like interest rates and our debt ratio and how, growth might develop in the next 18 months. And all of that is really useful to us in terms of holding the both ministers to account for that kind of 3 to 5 year outlook.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.